when you want to analyze your sample for strontium, what measures you need to take. So here are some tips on how to design your sampling strategy. Basically, you have to design your strategy before you are going to the field. Understand what you want to do in the field, what type of samples you may collect, and what type of question you want to answer based on collecting those samples. So you prepare before getting into the field. I'm giving you an example. Some friend of mine, he went to the field, he collected some water samples, he didn't filter the water, and he buffered the water using the acid. So he came back with his sample, he started doing some analysis, and then he realized, oh, I like to have some strontium isotopes to be analyzed on my sample, but hey, those particles floating in your water samples, they interact with your acid. And the signature of your water has changed because you simply didn't filter it and then you buffered it with some sort of acid. So you have to plan in advance, understand what type of samples you may encounter and how many samples you need to collect. So these are the strategies you have to lay down before getting into the field. Based on your research, obviously you want to collect as most pristine as possible. So collect the samples free of contamination. And then you have to share the information with your lab, telling them, I have such and such sample, and I need to analyze strontium in such and such fraction of my sample, or I am looking to analyze the strontium because I would like to study this, or I would like to study that. So with this communication, you will tell the lab what type of methodology they need to take for processing your sample. And finally, if you want to submit your sample, please use the plastic wise, whether you are collecting water or any kind of solid samples. Strontium and other trace metals or REEs, any single effects of your container can contaminate your sample. So it's better to start off with the plastic containers. Use weighing paper if you need to wrap your sample, and do not use any kind of metal foils or aluminum foils. And do not store your sample in metal container.